My name is Ryan Mcintosh and I'm Rig Manager for the VALARIS 248. So I've been Rig Manager in VALARIS since July 2020. Well, I was operations support before that, and then it was actually asset management and that as well, so like between the transition. So I worked in operations pretty much since 2013. Yeah, I think I've become, or I feel successful because I have been flexible in that as well. I started off through my career in a graduate engineering program, working offshore to start with. So I got the kind of experience offshore required to understand what the different roles need to do. And then I've also worked in HR, I've worked in projects, I've worked in operations, asset management. So I have developed myself over the number of years working in different areas. So I think you take the best from what you see, taking all the best parts of all that and kind of added it into myself. And obviously the bad bits you kind of leave behind in that as well. So it's taking the good bits of what I've experienced over a number of years and kind of executing them myself and using them. I'd say it's a mixture of both. I think it's, like you said, a blend. With the crew being remote, obviously offshore, and that it's good to spend the time face to face. So I was offshore, I think, just before I was on vacation there about 3-4 weeks ago, and it's really valuable to go and meet the crews and that, and they appreciate it as well. So to answer your question, I think more time is spent with the crews and the rig than the customer. The customer is also very important. I go down there, meet with them. I spoke to my customer twice today already, I believe. But I think the actual more time is spent with the rig, certainly with my customer and my rig. There's actually one got finished today, in fact. So we had an issue with our jacking last year where we damaged a tooth on our rack. And when we went to the OEM, they spoke about going to shipyard, putting braces in. It's going to take 45 days at least in shipyard to do this. However, we worked in the background with VALARIS Engineering and we came up with a solution approved by ABS, which basically we've done all the work offshore, so we don't need to go to shipyard to do this work. And it actually just finished today, the final inspection. And it basically saved the company a lot of money and a lot of time in shipyard. So it was a successful project and it was done safely as well. There was no incident involved in it. Probably, I would tell them probably multiple things, but the main thing I'd say is do the right thing. So whether that's making sure your training's up to date, you're following a procedure, you to do your GSAs and all your safe systems of work, you've got CAMs to do. So all I'd say is do the right thing and make sure that you follow the VALARIS processes, and then you basically so you follow the VALARIS processes, and then you should achieve your goal and be visible in that as well to your supervisor and support them where you can to take some of the load off their plate as well.